Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are making traditional fermented sauerkraut at home. This is not only a simple recipe but also a powerful natural probiotic food that supports gut health. For this recipe, I'm using 2 kg of cabbage, 2 carrots, about 50 g of fresh ginger. This is optional, but it gives a little bit nice aroma and nice taste. But if some people don't want ginger, they can skip it. And then 40 g salt, which is 2% of the total weight. So I'm using 2 kilos, so it will be 40 g. So first step is washing the cabbage. Wash the cabbage thoroughly under the running water. We are not sterilizing it because naturally on the surface of cabbage there are already good bacteria, especially lactic acid bacteria. These are the same type of bacteria that will help us ferment the cabbage. After washing, remove a few outer leaves and keep them aside. We will use them later as a natural cover. So now cut the cabbage into half and remove the hard core. Slice the cabbage as thinly as possible. Thin slicing is important because it breaks the gland structure and helps the cabbage release natural juice faster. This juice will become our brine, which is the liquid that supports fermentation. Now I am adding 2 carrots. Carrots add natural sweetness and extra nutrients. I'm also adding ginger. As I told you, ginger is optional, but it contains natural compounds like gingerol, which has anti-inflammatory properties. Mix everything together well. For this batch, I am using 2% salt, which is 40 g for 2 kg of cabbage. Salt is very important here, not just for the taste, but for chemistry. When we add salt, something interesting happens. The salt pulls water out of the cabbage cells through a process called osmosis. This creates a natural salty liquid called brine. At the same time, the salt also slows down harmful bacteria, while allowing beneficial bacteria, especially lactic acid bacteria, to grow. Now let's understand what is actually happening inside the bowl. The natural bacteria on cabbage, mainly lactobacillus species, start feeding on the natural sugar in the cabbage. They convert these sugar into lactic acid. This process is called lactic acid fermentation. As lactic acid builds up, the environment becomes more acidic. Harmful bacteria cannot live in this, they cannot survive. The cabbage becomes preserved naturally and the flavor becomes sour and tangy. So basically, we are not decaying the food, we are controlling natural preservation process using good bacteria. Now massage the cabbage with your hands. Make sure your hands are washed properly before you start this process. This will help break down the fiber, speed up brine formation. You will notice the cabbage becoming softer and juicy. Leave it for 20-30 minutes so more liquid can release. Now take a clean glass jar. Cleanliness is important because we want the beneficial bacteria to dominate the environment. Start adding the cabbage in the jar slowly. After each layer, press it down firmly. Use your hand or any kind of utensils, wooden utensils to press it down. The goal is to remove air pocket. Why no air? Because fermentation here is anaerobic, meaning it happens without oxygen. Oxygen allows mold and unwanted microbes to grow. So we want everything under the brine. Now place the outer cabbage leaves on top. These act like a natural lid. It will look like it's a natural lid, keeping shredded cabbage submerged. Press everything down firmly again. Now add a fermentation purpose is great, which is available in the markets. People they use it for pressing everything down. This ensures everything stays under the brine. This little weight you can buy from the market. This step is critical because anything exposed to air can develop mold. So be sure that you are doing this process, keeping everything down, and there is no air pockets in the jar. Now loosely close the lid. You don't need to close the lid very tight. Do not seal it tightly because gases like carbon dioxide are producing during fermentation. Now store the jar at room temperature away from direct sunlight. That is important also. And after about 24 hours, small bubbles start to appearing. You will see from the jar. These bubbles are carbon dioxide produced by bacteria during fermentation. This is the first visible sign that microbial activity has started. After 1 week, fermentation becomes more active. The cabbage becomes tangy and the brine becomes slightly cloudy. At this stage, lactic acid is increasing, which improves preservation and flavor. After 2 weeks, the sauerkraut is usually ready. It now contains a high amount of beneficial lactic acid bacteria. You can taste it and decide if you want it mild or more sour. If you want a little more, so you can let it ferment a little more extra. Now let's understand what happens when you eat it. When you consume sauerkraut, these live bacteria enter to your digestive system and temporarily interact with your gut microbiome. In the beginning, they help by supporting digestion of fiber, producing beneficial compounds like short-chain fatty acid, helping maintaining a balanced gut environment, or competing with the harmful bacteria. They do not permanently stay in the gut, but they can support and strengthen the existing microbiome balance. Over time, this may help improve your digestion, nutrients absorption, or immune function, since a large part of immunity is connected to the gut. It will give you very good health beneficial. They make our gut healthy, then gut will make us healthy because our immunity is down in that gut. So good fermentation look like bubbles, sour smell, cabbage under brine, slightly cloudiness will be on top. That's all good. They are the good sign. And now what is the bad sign? Bad signs include green or black mold, rotten smell, cabbage exposed to air. If cabbage exposed to air, then you will see they will start to become mold. Green color, any kind of thing will start to have. If mold appears, the batch should not be consumed. You have to waste it. It could be dangerous for the health. Sauerkraut is rich in natural probiotics, vitamin C, fiber, enzyme from fermentation. It supports gut health by improving microbial diversity and digestion. And that is how you make traditional fermentation sauerkraut at home. Simple ingredients, natural bacteria, and time, that's all you need. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more fermentation and natural health recipe. Thank you for watching and see you again. Bye bye.